The last Thursday of this year brought back the problems of flooding in the country's south as well as difficulties in other areas. US Ambassador Donald Lu is proclaimed as the person who has had the most influence on events of 2017, with all remembering his strong statements against corruption and crime. The Financial Supervisory Authority responded to the call of Tirana's municipality to assist those in need. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Thursday, the 28th of December 2017. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, bringing you the day's national top stories translated into English 6 days a week. The Ministry of Justice will be investigating the scandal of the electronic monitoring bracelets for prisoners until the end, determined to uncover every piece of information. One day after the Tirana's prosecution office decided not to launch an investigation, Minister of Justice Etilda Jonai said the decision was appealed as there is a potential for conviction based on the existence of evidence regarding the extraction of responsibilities for the scandal. "We will clarify all the responsibilities regarding the case," said Jonai. This position was confirmed by the Minister of Justice from Korcha, where she was inspecting the offices for the Agency of Legislation, Urbanisation and Buildings, known as Aluizni. The Minister warned that measures will be taken for all those employees who do not provide services on time for citizens. In the framework of co-governance with citizens, visits and inspections serve to look closely at the way service is provided to citizens. The purpose is to provide citizens an efficient and fast service. Our services should be provided according to the required standards. With this in mind, measures will be taken to dismiss those employees who do not provide the citizens with service on time, said Etilda Jonai. During the inspections in Pogradec and Korch, Minister Jonai said that the purpose of co-governance is to guarantee citizens a fast and efficient service. On the occasion of the end-of-year holidays, the General Directorate of State Police organised a festive activity for children and family members of the police officers fallen during duty. Interior Minister Fatmir Jafai and General Director of State Police Haki Chako were present to be near these families and their children. Wishing family members of police martyrs for the end-of-year holidays, Jafai assured them the support of the Ministry of Interior and the police. "It is our duty to make your life much easier, especially for those wonderful children whose parents have done a sublime act. Over the next year, we will take some additional measures which I believe will be more helpful to the families of officers fallen in the charge of duty. In particular, we aim to make their children's lives easier, better and more beautiful," said Fatmir Jafai. Director of State Police Haki Chako, praising the sacrifice made, stated that some of the children of the policemen are following the dream of their family members. The treatment of families and children of fallen police officers in the charge of duty has been and will always remain at the foremost attention of the Ministry of Interior and the General Directorate of the State Police. A considerable number of your family members have become part of state police structures. Among them, 9 police officers who are currently studying at the Police College and 13 others who have emerged from these schools and now contribute to security and order. The distribution of gift packages to these families, offered by companies and organisations, was conducted amongst the festive atmosphere created by the children's entertainment company Albanian Robots. Special measures have been planned for the year-end holiday season by order of the Minister of Health, Ogerta Manastirliu. Details and information regarding the plan have been issued to all health centres in the country. The news was announced during an event attended by Minister Manastirliu in the celebration for the holiday season at the Zuber Haluli orphanage. "We have given the annual order for readiness in all hospitals throughout the country. Throughout the year-end period, medical and nursing staff will be completely ready and certainly will not be missing any medicines or materials needed to cope with any emergency," said Ogerta Manastirliu. Manastirliu also spoke about the national activities under the motto "Holidays Need Love," where she said that throughout the day there will be events and festive activities organised in all the care institutions across the country. "Festive activities in all care institutions," said Ogerta Manastirliu. In the end, it was the minister herself who distributed gifts for all children, not forgetting to thank all the employees who work tirelessly with devotion every day of the year, supporting those that need more care and warmth than anyone. Bad weather, inclusive of not only rain but also snow, is developing across the whole country for the end of the year. In Juracastra, the Chulo stream couldn't handle the influx, with the water escaping the embankment and flooding the road. The road linking the Granica neighbourhood with the 30 families in the Gerhot neighbourhood became impassable by both pedestrians and vehicles, with the villagers suffering again from the threat of flooding. Juracastra is crossed by 10 mountainous streams. However, it is the angry Chulo that speaks to the history of flooding in this city. The municipality surrenders to the situation, helpless due to the lack of funds to provide a solution. In Delvina, the exit of the Kalasa River from its natural bed has caused flooding and isolation. The road to the villages of Tatzat and Kalas were also damaged. In the early hours of the morning, problems were also noted at the port of Durrës, where there is a provisional suspension of work applied in some sectors. Rain and snow are also expected in other areas of the country, but no problems have been reported until now. Arrest the big fish. This is just one of the strong statements made by the US ambassador, and it is not known whether Albanians voted for him based on this sentence or for the fact that he has always spoken without gloves and in Albanian. But what we do know is that Donald Lu was proclaimed Person of the Year by MAPO magazine. Considering him as the most influential man of 2017, Ambassador Lu has been described as the engine of justice reform, a reform that has received a rare consensus from the Albanian political class. His statement for the clans and groups that command Albania shocked the system of justice, and yet to this day have not received any answer either by the justice system or by other law enforcement agencies. However, it was precisely this statement that supported his work and his several years of commitment to do what all the governments had promised, but none had delivered: the reform on justice. MAPO underlines that the strong 3-year commitment of the US representative in Tirana to change the judicial system was the only real effort that pushed reform ahead of the barriers from all sides of domestic politics, judges and prosecutors. Undoubtedly, in the assessment of the US ambassador as the Person of the Year, the strong stances against the drug barons and how seemingly untouchable they are have also been considered. And as always in Albania, where not all the political sides welcome the views of an ambassador, even Donald Lu faced charges from the opposition with implied messages by its leaders. This is the 3rd consecutive year that MAPO has conducted their Person of the Year challenge, with the previous winner in 2016 being the head of the Democratic Party, Lulzim Basha. Donald Lu has certainly succeeded in creating an alliance with most of the Albanians, even singing an end-of-year song in Albanian language. The municipality of Tirana and the Financial Supervisory Authority organised a festive lunch for those people in need, frequenting the social centre on the boulevard Zogu i Pare. Mayor Erion Veliaj appealed to state institutions to cooperate with the municipality to be closer to those in need, especially during the holiday season. I call on all the institutions that have the opportunity, be they state or private companies, to be more philanthropic, to be more collaborative, to help with a meal. We will have a new year unprecedented for Tirana, full of solidarity, said Erion Veliaj. Veliaj also had a special wish for the employees serving in the social centres of the municipality of Tirana. I have a wish for all those who serve in our social centres, those who deal with hygiene, transportation, logistics and therapy. Much of the work in social centres is with street children, with some very difficult cases with citizens who may have been violated. They may be women who have left their families from very difficult realities. To be a social worker is to perform the most difficult job in the municipality. Chairman of the Financial Supervisory Authority, Ervin Korci, praised the work done by the municipality of Tirana to support those in need and for the elderly. That's all for our English edition this evening. My name is Alexandra. Please join me again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. On behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.